have rested their top scorers, so a lot rests on this man's shoulders, David.
Well, it certainly does, and it's been a very difficult start to the season for Omar Mamouche, with just 4 appearances due to a knee injury. Scored 8 times last year, but needs to get back to the form he was at when he was at Eintracht Frankfurt, where he was a 1-2 striker. Tonight's a good opportunity to kick-start his season. And as for Adam Ida, yes, they played a good fortune there from Celtic, where, again, he had a good strike rate. Not quite the same when he was at Norwich City. Just the penalty against Leicester City so far. And somehow he's going to have to try and put himself back into this championship starting lineup. But when you have Vipotnik, who's in great form, it's going to be difficult. But tonight is a good opportunity for him.
Our referee tonight is Jared Gillett. He's deputising for Simon Hooper, who was injured while taking charge of Brentford against Liverpool on Saturday night. And some of you might be pleased to hear there is no VAR until the semi-final stage of this competition. Old-fashioned referees. So final check from our referee Jared Gillett. And we are up in swinger. Headed away by Adam. Gets the ball back to Doku. Quickly. Did well to keep the ball in the pace of Josh Key. Doku sits down Key. Feeds Shirky. And the team from the division below. And Shirky has played one through, looking for the run of Mark. Oh. We'll come back to that because here's Rico Lewis into Samuel Smith on loan from Chelsea. Here is Omar Mamouche. Dancing feet, getting the shot across goal, and this time the boot takes it up and away from goal from Casey. Mamouche. And now Shirky into the... And this man, Rico Lewis, who's found space. And gets it back. Shirky here then, David. Is it going to be more of the same? Swansea defended so well up to now.
You can't explore ball back. Little step over was clever, and Shirky ricochets back off the post.
Little stab finish from the Frenchman. And Swansea can breathe again. It does seem as though Swansea are targeting through ball again. Time and pouncing. Moosh wants to go alone, and it's deflected in off Burgess. And finally, City have their breakthrough to level the match. Well, Doku has been a thorn in the sides of Swansea throughout. Swansea's rearguard has stood firm. A little hand of apology from Cameron Burgess, but there was little he could do about this.
No, there's not, and you have to say that Doku is up against Franco, and he's going right, he's going left. He's there on the byline, just comes inside, shoots as if he's going to go and shoot, and then eventually, when he does, he hammers it in towards a central area, and Cameron Burgess sticks out his right.
Shirky feeds Lewis! Such an impressive season, ever present for Swansea and Northern Ireland. To operate in here. Gets the cross in as well. To Shirky with the step over. And cuts the ball across, and Ake was at the far post, couldn't reach it.
Well, that is great play by Shirky. He's one-on-one against Gonzalo Franco.
Plenty of flight on the corner, and Casey steers it back into the middle. Shirky with the give and go. There's a real drive about the Frenchman. Doku sends one set. Patient defending, trying to wait for him to make the error.
Who's able to go and join in with the five-a-side, and three of them were from less than a yard out.
Vidal with the drilled cross. Come back to that. Here's Vidal intercepting the pass, and every Manchester City outfielder is like the ball went out of play. Everybody stopped. Ball over the top.
He's been improving time and time again with his appearance.
Testing Aït-Nouri early on. Franco with the shot and bends it in! And Championship Swansea have the lead! Look what it means to the sellout crowd in the Swansea.com stadium. as you like, from the Swansea boss Alan Sheehan. Well, David, talk us through this absolutely wonderful finish from Gonzalo Franco.
Well, you just have to look and see the movement from Franco. There he is, he's totally unmarked, and all he's got to be doing is thinking about the placement. Sometimes it's not all about the pace. You can see where the goalkeeper is standing, what, a good four yards outside of his goal line, but he just finds it in the top right-hand corner.
Gonzalez dancing away from Ida. Lucas gone for the he showed at Lyon. Runners from deep, already picking out Rico Lewis. And Gonzalez with
somebody like Vipotnik, who's in great form at this moment in time.
It's got weekend. Inusa putting Rico Lewis under pressure, that Manchester City have a bit of space to operate in. Ake missed it. In and around it. Vardiol, look on the formation sheet playing centre half, but he's up and right over the ball, Jeremy Doku. Mukasa off balance. And that's going to sneak out for a throw-in.
Oh, you have to say that Jeremy Doku.
Gonzalez. Finals. Swansea might still be alive here, though. The dancing feet. Moves away from trouble.
Then to go last year with no trophy. Have that experience of going down that left-hand side. And once again, you can see with Samuels doing excellent work once again.
Yeah, not the first time he's had to get back to Vardiol, who likes a shot from range.
He wouldn't want that to his name.
Gentleman's agreement. You can have it on the second Welsh team in the quarter-finals. But here's Bob. Marmoush, the scorer of the second City goal. I1 and leaders in the middle. Needed the diving.
Especially with Phil Foden with the...
Marmoush threads the ball through Inusa's legs and gets the shot away, but wide of Andy Fisher's goal.
Well, the Swansea
will he have from setting up that first goal? It's a nicely threaded pass. Marmoush whips the ball into the roof of the net. And Manchester City have had to wait, but finally they make the breakthrough. Emphatic finish from City's Egyptian prince.
Well, at times you have to say that Manchester City have been very, very patient. There you can see the way that he just leans into Samuels, who's performed really well in the game. Have a little look there. He just opens up his body. Good first touch. And then you think, well, the goalkeeper, should he be doing a little bit better towards his near post area? But the pace is beating him. It's a wondrous strike. A lot of pace and power behind that one. Very difficult for any goalkeeper to save that.
Doku. This time he does make an advance into the box. Foden pops it on its way to Cherki, and it needed the clearance from young Caelan Casey.
Sometimes when you look at Manchester City, they
look who in Nori cuts the ball back, and it needed. He's won a court position. Brentford beating Grimsby by 5-0 last. With a give and go, feeds the ball, gets it back again. Important challenge from Casey.
Yeah, he does really well there, doesn't he, Caelan Casey? Got to say that he's celebrated his 21st birthday yesterday, but he senses danger.
Instead tries to take.
Be able to conjure up another opportunity.
Perhaps now here.
Penalty situation with Plymouth Argyle already.
Nico Gonzalez shooting, always right.
So they won't mind going to the penalty shootout if they need be. But there's another opportunity this time for Nico Gonzalez. Again, making good stroke. Gonzalez turning round to Doku as if...
Might have thought about the volley. The shot comes in from Nori, is always rising.
You know, for me, I'm not quite so sure why Doku didn't take up that option of hitting it first time.
Vardiol has picked out Cherki, and he deserves a goal, and he's got a goal. He has been the standout player for Manchester City on his return to the starting team. And he looks like, although he's still smiling, a bit of cramp has set in his goal celebration.
Well, I can tell you wholeheartedly, that wasn't played for Shirky. That was played for Marmoush. It's a miss-hit, but it falls nicely for Shirky, who has been, I think, the best player for Manchester City this evening. Sometimes you have a little bit of luck. There you can see just a miss-hit from Guardiola. But Shirky, it's a good first touch, and then with the second touch, you have to say that Andy Fisher, no chance whatsoever. And I think it's a just reward for his performance this evening.
I read it.